How's it going, everyone? Mountainspyder here, bringing another episode in the Pokemon TCG series. I'm finally not sick anymore, so I can finally carry on making content. So today I'm going to be taking a look at an older theme deck from the X and Y series, which is the Wave Slasher deck. I see this was one of the requests on YouTube, so hey, let's check it out. I'm always keen for taking a look at the older ones. So let's mark this as a heart, so I know that I've bought it for the future. And yeah, let's pick this deck up and take a look at it. I always love taking a look at these older decks. Always find them interesting, so let's see what we can make of this older deck. The X and Y series is difficult, so let's see. Patilil, 50 HP, aromatherapy, heal 50 from each of your Pokemon. Maybe clutch, but I doubt it. Lilligant, 80 HP, Boo-hoo. If your opponent attaches an energy card from his or her hand to the defending Pokemon during his or her next turn, that Pokemon will be asleep. That is actually awesome. It won't work if your opponent evolves. For as long as they don't evolve, that actually works. That is an awesome, awesome card. The damage is pitiful, but it's just really interesting. And then Leaf Slice. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 30 damage times number of heads. That is not an attack for me. We all know how that's going to go. Cricketot. 60 HP for Bug Hunch. Search a deck for up to 3 grass Pokemon. Reveal them and put them into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. That's not bad. That can be super great. A fetch is always good. So if you're going second and this is your first Pokemon, that'll be fantastic. Does it evolve? It does evolve. Kricketune, 90 HP. Screech. During your next turn, any damage done to the defending Pokemon by attacks increased by... Oh, if by any attacks. It doesn't have to be Kricketune. Oh, that's actually really good. That's actually really good because if Kricketune gets knocked out, you're still getting that 60 damage boost on the next turn. Alright, but quite low energy count so far, which is quite good. Hey, Slowpoke, 70 HP. Headbutt 10 and Tail Lure. Search your deck for Pokemon, reveal it and put it into your hand, shuffle your deck afterwards. There's a lot of fetch in this deck, and that's something I really appreciate. So that's very interesting. Alright. Oh wow, it actually evolves. Slowking, 100 HP. Royal Flash. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may flip a coin. If heads, move an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon to one of his or her bench Pokemon. Ooh, I love mechanics like that. Unfortunately, it's a flip, which is not great. For me, at least. But that can be very powerful. And then Psych Up. During your next turn, this Pokemon's Psych Up attack does 40 more damage. Well, I'm okay with that. Man, if you get an early Slowking going, you can actually sweep quite nicely. I presume there's only one, knowing how these old decks work. Yep, there's only one. Okay. Well, if you happen to get it, that'll be fantastic. Huh. Psyduck, 60 HP for Stampede of 2 energy for 20 is pretty terrible. And Golduck, what can you do? 100 energy. 100 HP. For Derail, discard a special energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Man, that's going to come in so rarely. But if you can discard like Necrozma with special energy, you're going to ruin that person's life. And the Hydro Splash. I don't know why I can't speak this morning. 3 energies for 70 damage. It's not great. Its Derail is fantastic, but it's just so rare that it's going to go off. This deck has a lot of disruption, which I quite enjoy. I love disruptive decks. Chikorita, 60 HP. Great card art. Tackle is 10 for 1, and Blot is 2 energies for 10 and heal damage. So, not bad, not great. Kind of, Hey, Bayleaf, cool. 90 HP. Body Slam. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. That's not bad. And Vine Whip 2 for 30 is pretty bad. Honestly, Body Slam is just better. Unless you need that extra 10 damage. Body Slam is just better. Oh. Really? You have the basic in the stage 1, but not the stage 2? Ah, that's irritating. Corsola, 80 HP. Spike Cannon. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 30 damage times number of heads. There's a lot of coin flipping in this deck, which scares me. Which scares me a lot. And then Power Gem is 350. It's a bit pricey. There's a lot of coin flipping. Alright, Froakie. Here's what we came for. 60 HP and Bubble. No damage, which is unfortunate. But flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. I would like 10 damage on that, but okay. Well, also no damage. Okay. Frogadier, 70 HP for water duplicates. Search your deck for up to 3 Frogadier and put them onto your bench. Then shuffle your deck afterwards. So that would be great. Except for this number over here. There's only 2 in the deck. So this is certainly a case of like old school theme decks where you needed to buy more than one. It was a great starting point, but the deck in its own doesn't function fantastically. Because like if you buy 2 of these decks and match them together, it can be pretty cool with water duplicates. Because then you basically get your one Frogadier out and then your bench is full to stage 1 Pokemon, which is great. But yeah, no, that's awkward. Okay. Not much to do about that. Nice, the fact there's only 1 energy at least, but it's not doing anything. And then Greninja. Okay, here is the mascot. 130 HP, so that's good. 120 is always an awkward point, so 130 is very good. 140 would be better, but 130 is okay. Shadow Stitching. Until the end of your opponent's next turn, each Pokemon your opponent has in play, in his or her hand, and in his or her discard pile, has no abilities. Well, that's good. So basically all their Pokemon have no abilities. That's really good. Until the end of your opponent's next... Yeah, you literally shut it. Even if they evolve, doesn't matter. Wow, that's really good. Damage is low. Damage is really low. But the fact that there's no abilities is fantastic. That's no Nidoqueen. That's no Charizard. That's no Dragonite. That's nothing. That's all gone. Huh. Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. And then Moonlight Slash. You may return a water energy from this Pokemon to your hand. If you do this, attack does 20 more damage. So the damage is really low. The damage is really, really low. You're only dealing 60 damage, max 80 with this. But you can disrupt. Okay. Okay. And there's 2. Only 1 energy, so the energy count of this deck is very low, which is good to see. Ooh, this is going to be tricky. Shelled. Reminds me of Pirates of the Caribbean. I think this might actually be a reference to that. 60 HP and Razor Shell. Flip a coin. If heads, the attack does 10 more damage. Alright. Not bad. And then Cloister. There's 2 in the deck, which has got how many of these? The 2-2. Alright, that's not bad. 100 HP. Nice card art. Sudden Grip. If this Pokemon evolves from Shelter during this turn, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Those status effects are always worth it, so holding on to Cloister until you bring out Shelter and get the attack off is fantastic. Interesting. Okay. And then you can surf it next turn. Not bad. 70 HP is not bad. This deck is a bit low on the damage count. There's a lot going on though. A lot of disruption, a lot of special conditions, a lot of messing with your opponent. So this is a very disruptive deck. Low damage count, but very disruptive, which I do quite enjoy. Okay, there's the Pokemon. Not bad. I'm a little concerned with damage. Nothing's dealing a lot of damage unless you can start getting, like, Slowking going with Psych Up and start sweeping with him. But that's going to take a while to get going. Interesting. I like it. There's a lot of disruption. Okay, let's see what the train is looking like. That's going to make a real big difference. Okay, Great Ball. I'm going to look at like this so I can see numbers. Great Ball, there's only 1 Great Ball. That's really disappointing. 2 potions, never bad. Prof to bring the energies out, that's good. Max Elixir, you don't see this very often. Top 6 cards your deck and attach basic energy you find there to a basic Pokemon on your bench, then shuffle your others. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Misdetermination, discard a card from your hand. If you do, look at the top 8 cards your deck and put 1 of them into your hand. Again, it's not bad. It's kind of a fetch card. There's a lot better fetch cards out there, but it's something. So it's not bad. There's 1 of at least. 1 Shawner to basically reset your hand to 5. Draw 3s. Not going to complain about that. The deck does run Wally, which is huge. Wally's a big deal. Wally's a very, very big deal. This card is broken because you can just evolve straight. Even if it's your first turn, you can just evolve if you can get a Wally out. So that is huge. Interesting. And then the Fighting Fury Belt. Who are you going to put Fighting Fury Belt on? Corcilla? Basically, Corcilla is the only target for Fighting Fury Belt. Yeah, it's literally Corcilla. That's silly. Okay, well, Corcilla will get Fighting Fury Belt, and then 9-9. Okay, well, this is going to be tough. This is going to be really tough to pick up a win with this. Oh man, I haven't played at all this season. I really wanted to pick up these boosters. Alright, this is going to be difficult. The damage count is super low, which is a really big concern of mine. A really, really big concern of mine. And like, even Greninja is... Greninja is going to come in, like, in very few games. It's going to make a difference. Very few games is going to make a difference. It's not going to do anything in this matchup, bar for the Fiona. Okay, not a bad start. Honestly, I'm kind of okay going second with this hand. This is on your bench. Yeah, on your bench. So it's not going to affect Slowpoke, which is a bit disappointing. Man, if they get an early Golduck, I'm in serious trouble. Early Golduck is going to be really bad for me. I should have done Prof Letter first. There's Wally. Now... this is interesting. This is very interesting. So let's grab one of each of these. I should have actually done Max Elixir first. Yep, I should have done Max Elixir first. That was silly of me because by doing the energy, I basically reduced my chances of getting what I needed. So that was very silly of me. Man, I wish this did 20 damage because I could get a knockout on Psyduck next turn if it doesn't evolve. Basically, if the Psyduck evolves, I'm in serious trouble. If it doesn't evolve, I may be okay. Okay, I may be okay with this. Because I can bring out Slowking. I can fetch Slowking. But that's Wally gone. Ah, I have to. Alright, let's bring out Slowking. Unfortunately, Psycup is not going to pick up a knockout, which is really disappointing. I guess... maybe? Let's see if this works. Problem is this is not a knockout, which is disappointing. But I'm doing 40 more damage next turn. That scares me a bit. More than a bit. Alright, so... I do have the Cloister, so I want to start charging up that Shelter. The final attack doesn't require 2 water energies. No, it doesn't. It's a lot of damage, though. The damage count in this deck are just so low. Okay, I was wondering if they're going to risk knocking themselves out, but they didn't. They didn't end up going for it. Alright, so let's start charging up the Shelter. Because Cloister is in my hand, which is good. I'm certainly not moving that energy. I really wish I didn't now, but anyway. Let's go for Psycup. And let's see if we can start getting this going. I wouldn't mind drawing another supporter right about now. I would really like that. I actually knocked myself out by moving that energy. I can't believe it. I actually knocked myself out with it. I shouldn't have done it. Man, I cannot believe that happened. I literally knocked myself out with it. They'll still leave me. I was so scared of the Golduck. I didn't think they'd actually go for that. Go for that play. I think there's only one Slowking in the deck, so there's no point playing Slowpoke. And I want to hold off Lilligant in case I can get something else going. This is going to sudden grip. It is going to luckily paralyze. So I got that going for me. But from here on, oof, this is going to be a tough one. Yep, that's what I was worried about. I was really worried about Switch coming out. Ah, that's disappointing. That is really disappointing. And Kyogre's going to be online. Oh, they're going Palm. Clever. Clever, clever, clever. Let's get that over there. Yep. I don't want to waste energies. I wonder if this is going to be a switch. Yep, I thought so. And again, we're going to get a knockout. How do I solve this problem? I kind of wish I went in Slowpoke now. Let's Kricketot. Bit late for Kricketot, but anyway. Let's get this down there. Let's get that down there. I don't know why I did that. I should have actually gone for Boo-hoo. I guess Boo-hoo wouldn't do anything. I might as well try and get as much damage off as I can. There's one. There's two. But I'm gonna get knocked out next turn, which is the issue. Huh. Man, I can't believe I knocked myself out there by returning that energy. That was such a big misplay on my side. I was so worried about Golduck. Yeah, there we go. That was really silly, but I didn't even, like, it was one of the cases, like, I was like, would they? For some reason, I thought that Bubble Hole did 60. I was like, oh, it's fine, I can take it. And then my brain actually woke up and was like, oh, no, it's actually 80. I'm in trouble. Yeah, they'll 100% here go for bye-bye throw. Yeah. The problem is now I'm so on the back foot. I'm so behind in energies. So behind in energies. Course, I hope for Spike Cannon. That's all I can do. I've lost this now. That misplay of mine of Royal Flush. A Royal Flash actually put me behind by a lot. It really put me behind by a lot. That was a poor play on my side because now Empoleon's out in this game. There's no way I'm coming back from this now. Ah, that's really irritating me. There's Greninja. Ah, that's really disappointing. Yeah, no. That's it. Because Kyogre comes in and knocks out Greninja. So Ambipom knocks out Corsola. Best case scenario, Greninja comes in, knocks out Ambipom. Kyogre comes in, knocks out Greninja. And that's game. Man, I can't believe it. Like, I actually had a really good start and I threw it. I got too excited to try out the new ability and it actually cost me the game. Ah, man, that's silly. Yeah. Game. Ah, that was a silly mistake. Alright, but it's okay. First time for deck. Yeah, this deck's damage is low, hey. It's really low. You've got to control the entire game and I wasn't able to. What are you doing? It's game. I really hate when people do this. Really hate when people do this. It's game, dude. Ugh. Like, I don't have anything. Okay, well, I'm not wasting anyone's time here. I'm conceding here now because my opponent trolls. Yeah, that was disappointing. I should have thought out that Bubble Hole would come through. But I just didn't expect it to actually hit. So at least, yeah, this might be a bit of a better game. Zamazenta's a bit more of a forgiving deck. So let's see how this goes. Hopefully we can manage to go and get this going. I would rather go first. With these old school decks, it does tend to be better. I can Fighting Fury Belt a Slowpoke. Although I don't think there's any point to that. I could actually Tail Lure turn 2, bring out Slowking, which would be quite nice. This is only basic Pokemon, right? Yeah, it is. That could actually be quite nice. Also, I changed my setup a bit, so my face is a bit dark. Let me know if it's okay. The green screen's finally perfect. But I seem now, I'm looking at my recording, I'm seeing my face is a bit dark. And I'm being sided from my big light. Let me know if you're watching this video. Is the lighting okay on my face? Or do I need to like make it brighter? I can make it brighter, but it's like a blinding light in my face. Which is unfortunate. Let's get this here. Let's get that there. Let's put that over there. I'm not going to get knocked out next turn. I can go for Shauna. Maybe I can go straight into Slowking, which would be quite cool. No, I didn't. But that's okay too. Let's get this going. Froakie. Let's get you moving. Yes, let's get Froakie moving. Let's get that down there. Let's go Tail Lure. Should I play... I'm gonna play Slowpoke just in case. My opponent's not gonna hit my bench regardless. Okay, Slowking was there. Let's just make sure I do have everything I need. Both of those there, both of those there. Okay, the important things are all there. Wally is also there as well, which is not bad. It looks like a few of my water energies actually got prized. Slowking can come down next turn though, which is great. And I can start hopefully getting that going. If my opponent evolves this turn, I might be in trouble. But otherwise, I think I'll be okay. Maybe I should have actually bring out Greninja. And get Greninja going. But I feel like the early Slowking is just super valuable. Super, super valuable. That terrifies me though, because Corviknight's like around the corner. Which is always terrifying. Okay, I'm okay having 20 damage on Slowking. It's not the end of the world. May as well get Psyduck down so Golduck can get going. Golduck doesn't really need that energy. The only person that really needs that energy is Corsola. So let's go Royal Flash. Let me try it, because if I can prevent damage... I didn't. Because I could have put on the Rookidee there, or even the Pawniard, it would have been okay. Let's just go Psych Up. That Royal Flash there actually would have been pretty good, just because I can preserve 10 damage. And if that evolves the Ferroseed into Ferrothorn, that one energy would have made a really big difference. But I guess now at least I'm getting rid of an energy for my opponent's side, which is not bad. So Psych Up's dealing 80 this turn. I'm going to get knocked out next turn from Dualodon. As long as my opponent has another energy in their hand. Oof, and there's the Corviknight. This is going to be a tough game. This is going to be a tough game. If my opponent has the energy, I'm in serious trouble. Serious, serious trouble. If they have just one energy. I really wish there was a discard and energy. That'd be fantastic. Yes, in case I get the evolution off. I don't want to put this energy. I'm going to commit all in this Corsola and just hope it does something. The big thing here is my opponent has an energy. If they do have one more energy in their hand, I'm in serious trouble. I'm really... That's frustrating. That's really frustrating. Good hand for my opponent. A really good hand for my opponent. If that was a prof, that would be a perfect hand. Really good draws for my opponent. Oof. This is now getting really tough. I can take... Because of fighting Fury Belt, I can take one hit from Power Beam. But that's it. There's Wally. Which means I can get Greninja online. Yeah, that makes the most sense, because Bayleaf's not doing anything this game. Greninja's not doing much more, but it's something. And Power Beam, Power Gem, it's just more consistent damage. The thing is, like, next turn, if I go for a Spike Cannon, I've got a 25% chance of knocking it out. But if I don't knock it out... The problem is how much... I deal 60 from Greninja, so I need at least one of these to be a heads. Or I can guarantee the knockout. I basically have a 25% chance of it working and 25% chance of it failing horribly. I need to go for the knockout. I need it. Oh no. Okay. I guess it's okay. It's not a great scenario, but it's okay. Yeah. Shadow Stitching is not going to do anything for me. And it's going to get knocked out immediately from Corviknight, which is the issue. Because I was hoping to Corsola knock out Duraludon. Oof. This is not looking better for me. Knock out Duraludon. Corviknight comes in, at least I get some damage off on Corviknight. But no such luck. And I'm now behind by a lot of energies. I'm tempted to preserve the energy even. But I don't know what I want to put energy on. It's like there's Golduck, but Golduck just does nothing. But I got no better option. So I'm going to do Moonlight Slash. I was going to 0 retreat cost, which is actually quite nice. And I'm going to move that energy back. Just to preserve the energy as much as possible. Because I can always put it back down again. And it's got a 0 retreat cost, which is actually fantastic. I didn't notice it until now. Yep. This is going to hurt. Again, if they have an energy, I'm in serious trouble. And it's game. Yep. There's no way they won't get an energy from this. Yeah. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. But I must say, this deck is interesting. It is aged. It has aged a bit too much. The damage count just isn't there. And this is one of the scenarios where this is a deck that would have benefited from having multiple copies of it or building from it. By itself, it's not great. But hey, it's kind of what... It kind of comes with the territory with these older decks. That they're just not quite there. Yeah. I'm not exactly sure what I can even do from here. Yeah. It kind of comes with the territory with these older decks. Is that obviously power creep is a thing. So getting these wins is incredibly difficult. Like, honestly, my best chance of getting a win was against, like, one of the Charizard decks. Or Cinderace, for that matter. Cinderace would have actually been, ironically, a harder matchup. Funny enough, I think Relentless Flame is one of the better matchups for this deck. Because Greninja can just shut down the Pokemon abilities. So, ironically, it's one of the best matchups. And I didn't get it, which is really disappointing. So I wanted to see how that played out. Because, yeah, ironically, it's actually a fantastic matchup for this deck. I'm just gonna go... Oh, not hit, but I meant to go Tail Leo. Oh, well. Whoops. Doesn't really matter at this point, because I was going to bring out Shelder, but unless Shelder went on the bench, it wouldn't have made a difference. Which it doesn't. I guess it could have gone for Bayleaf, but again, much for muchness. That's a bit sad. I thought, like, I love these disruption decks, but they're just, like I said, it just wasn't quite there. Not quite enough. Oh, there's a Shelder. So maybe if I went for the Bayleaf, I could have done something, but it is what it is. Yeah, that's it. So, it's not a bad deck. Thank you so much for the suggestion. I do love seeing these older decks. I love... Like, that Greninja is really cool. It's a fantastic ability. And it certainly is interesting. But it just doesn't quite hold up to the newer decks. And yeah, Corviknight just swept me hard. Hard sweep. Alright. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Always do leave those suggestions down in the comments for old decks you want to see. I love playing the old decks. And even if it means like losing them twice like this, I am always very happy to see them. So thank you so much everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun, ironically. Even with 2 losses, I love seeing these old decks and I love seeing how far the theme deck has come. So as always, thank you so much for watching. If you did like it, please do consider leaving a like and a subscribe. It really does help me out, and growing the channel is always a good thing. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Cheers. Enjoy.